This is a PC that I wrapped with ultra realistic looking vinyl wrap. It used to look like this, but with a little bit of vinyl wrap and a little bit of time, I'll show you exactly how I made this transformation. That's super simple and easy to do. Let's get started. So the first step in any vinyl wrap project is to make sure that you clean and prep whatever it is you're going to be wrapping. Here you can see I went ahead and took off the faceplate of the PC, and I'm going to be cleaning it with a microfiber cloth and a mixture of rubbing alcohol, isopropyl rubbing alcohol, and mixed with water, diluted down to about a 70 to 30 or maybe 80 to 20% ratio. As you can see, I'm taking care to carefully wipe the entire surface and then also trying to get some of the edges inside the little openings as well as the edge of the faceplate itself so that the vinyl will stick really well all the way to the edges of the actual faceplate. And so now that we've got our faceplate nice and clean, it's time to go ahead and lay down our vinyl. So you can see I've got a piece already cut to size, a little bit bigger, top to bottom, left to right. And once I know and confirm that I have my placement and it is correctly sized, I go ahead and peel off the backing paper and lay the vinyl down on top of the faceplate. I'll then use my squeegee to go ahead and start squeegeeing it down. And then to help with this, I like to use my heat gun. This is the new Blaze 550 by Rev Power Tools. Got this from Vivid. And use gentle heat. Now this heat gun has a dial on it that I can adjust the temperature, but basically keep it on low, and all you want to do is warm up the vinyl all the way around, particularly in the edges, to help you find those edges as you see me doing in the video. And this will help in the next step when you're determining where to cut the edges off of the vinyl on the side plate or the side part of the faceplate of this PC. So now that we have our vinyl laid down on our faceplate and we've defined and found the edges of where we need to cut off, the next step will be to cut off the excess vinyl on the sides of the faceplate as well as trim out the holes for the USB ports, the audio jack, and the DVD player. Here I'm just using a basic utility knife. I happen to be using the new Vivid Best Damn Knife Quick Lock Edition. I was able to pick this up and then using it for this particular project. It's a really good knife, very well balanced, very well weighted. Anyway, so as you can see, I start off by ensuring that I find the side edges of the faceplate that I need to trim off, and I kind of define that with my finger, and then I carefully put a little bit of the blade out and then use the side edge of the faceplate as my guide, where then I put the side edge of my blade, the non-cutting side of it, against the side edge of the plate, and then use that as my guide to slide the blade along that edge, cutting off the vinyl. Now I do hold the knife at a slight angle pointed away from the faceplate, almost at a 30 to 45 degree angle, and I'm doing this very carefully to not cut the actual faceplate plastic because it is a soft plastic, and that's why I have the cutting edge of the blade flush against it, and then have the body of the knife kind of turned away and pointed away from the faceplate at a slight angle, 30 to 45 degrees. Do that all the way around, and then make some minor trims and adjustments as you need to make sure that everything is nice and clean. Take your time doing this so that you don't cut the faceplate and that you don't cut yourself as well either. Let the blade do the work. You should use very minimal pressure when doing this, and then hopefully you'll have a nice, good, clean result. Now that you've got the side edges all trimmed off, it's time to cut out the port holes for the SD card, the USB, the audio jack, the DVD player, and you can just use your finger to try to find those ports and start to cut. As you can see with the DVD player, I kind of knew where that was, and so I just cut in the empty space there and then slid the knife until I found one of the edges and then started following that around, and essentially doing the same thing as cutting around the side edges of the faceplate. Take your time, be careful here. If you have a hard time finding the holes on the top side, the vinyl side, turn it over and then you can see where the holes are, poke a hole through, and then you can see exactly where you need to cut, make a hole, and then you can use that as your starting cut to get into those different ports. Now again, slide the blade until you find the side edge, and just be careful going around and trimming all those edges out. Take your time doing this. Make sure that your blade is sharp. You extend your blade and snap off the blade if it's getting a little bit dull, and it should let the blade do the work, all the work for you in cutting this vinyl. And so now that I've got the DVD port cut out, it's time to cut out the other smaller ports. Now these are a little bit harder to find, so I did flip over the faceplate, as you will see me do in this video here, and then found the holes for the different ports, poked a little bit through, and then used that as my starting guide to find each of the different holes that I needed to trim out, just like I did with the DVD player faceplate port. And do that for each one of the ports. Here I have 2 USB ports, an audio jack port, an SD card reader port, and then I have a power button that you'll have to kind of push down a little bit to find the outer edge of that. I used a micro squeegee to help find some of these edges for that power button, to kind of trace that out and then use that as my cut guide for carefully trimming this out. Again, very carefully, use just a little bit of blade, use just a tip, let the knife do the work for you. If it's not quite cutting as easily as it should, go ahead and snap off a new blade end so that you have a nice clean sharp edge. Again, you want the blade doing the work for you. You should be doing putting very minimal pressure as you do this. Take your time, clean up some of the edges if you need to. Again, just make sure that you're not digging into the plastic, because this is a soft plastic, as most of them are, compared to a super sharp knife like this. Do this for all the ports until you are all done and get you trimmed out, and then you will basically have this whole thing trimmed out and finished. Alright guys, so the last thing to do is go ahead and reassemble your PC and enjoy your work. If you guys thought this was a good video and was helpful for you, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks again guys for watching, and have a great day.